Hiya guys, just thought I would do a little news feature on Kitchens of Distinction, one of my favourite shoegaze bands, one of the definitive bands that really gets overlooked. Julian Swales is probably the greatest shoegaze guitarist of all time. He is the GOAT, in my opinion. Up there with your Robin Guthrie's and people like that, Martin Carr, Mark Gardner's, and but Julian Swales just sort of takes it all to the next level with those delay trails and the reverb on the sort of stuff he adds to it with the modulation, like chorus and phaser. It's all coming from the Elise's quadriverb, so that's what he uses as a rack effect unit, as well as pedals to enhance it. So the news is that I see on YouTube there's lots of live bootlegs that have been recently uploaded by someone called Riley. So Riley ELFUK, and it's literally within the last 2 to 3 weeks this stuff has surfaced online. Old bootlegs from 91, 93. There's CBGB's gig from 91. There's Salt Lake City gig from 1993, which probably has the best audio quality, but the best set list is probably the CBGB's one from 1991, because you get Railway, Drive That Fast. You get lots of the best ones, like Third Time We Opened the Capsule, whereas the 93 gig has the place and kind of obscure B-side. It's not quite as strong a set list in my opinion, but any Kitchens of Distinction gig is definitely worth listening to. Absolutely incredible sound, and they really go under the radar, unfortunately. I mean, I just read Simon Scott, the drummer from Slowdive, he did a top 10 his top 10 shoegaze albums, and it was I can't believe there's no Kitchens of Distinction in there. It's basically the proto-gaze bands. You put Spaceman 3 in there, you put Cocteaus, you put Loop in there, you had Sonic Youth, Daydream Nation, and they are all great albums in their own right. They're not quite the shoegaze proper from 91 period. The only one from 91 that made it on his list was Loveless, but I thought he was just he was missing so much out. And if anybody reads that, if they've never listened to shoegaze before, it's not really an accurate depiction of it, because they're all the guys who influenced it in the late 80s. But really, it didn't really kick off until 1990, 91. That was when they're really utilising the equipment the best, and Alan Moulder was on board with producing everybody, and that's when the big producers came, and Creation Records were really at their peak. It's really the early 90s, not the late 80s. I mean, late 80s, you still got the more basic post-punk kind of sounds. I thought Kitchens of Distinction should have been in there. I mean, they've done 4 great albums in their time. Even 2013's Folly was really good. And I think the first one from 89, it suffered. It was some really great songs like Prize and Third Time We Opened the Capsule, but the production isn't as good as the works that came after it. I mean, Strange Free World and The Death of Cool is by far superior albums in terms of production quality. Strange Free World being my absolute favourite. Track by track, it's a masterpiece, the whole album. Whereas I think The Death of Cool has a couple of duds in there. I'm not too keen on Can't Trust the Waves or Smiling, songs like that. I think obviously stuff like Blue Pedal, which is probably the greatest shoegaze song of all time. I mean, it's even named after a pedal, for God's sake. A blue pedal, so I guess they're talking about, could be a compressor, could be the Boss Blues Driver, BD2. It could be anything like that, but it's probably the compressor, to be honest. The compressor sustainer. CS1, I think it is. So it was that no, it's chorus, isn't it? I think. But yeah, I think that's obviously stuff like Blue Pedal and World Gone totally make up for the couple of duds on the Death is Cool, and I've actually got a poster of that on my wall. But yeah, anyway, so to the bottom line of this video is that I just wanted to inform you that there's some new Kitchens of Distinction live bootlegs that's been uploaded within this month, last month. So yeah, definitely check them out. I think they're one of the unsung heroes of the scene. Julian Swales, remember the name, he is the guitarist, absolute master. So yeah, have a great day guys, and catch you later. Peace out.